Those of you with questions, please raise your hand. Jordan, we'll start with you.
Hey ladies, Jordan from Television Sports. How are y'all doing today?
Well, how
Good.
are you?
I'm doing great. So I have two quick ones. So first, just talk about, y'all plans during the Olympic break, like what y'all were doing, and what are y'all individual goals for the second half of the season?
Hmm. Let me start. Yeah, go ahead, Lenny. Yeah, I went home and just spent time with family. Did a few things throughout the first pitch for the Royals game, so that was fun. But yeah, really just recharged my batteries with my family, and yeah, so that was really fun. Goals for second half of the season, I think it's more team focused than anything for me. Just trying to be the best teammate I can possibly be and support the starting cast as much as I possibly can, being a good teammate every single day. But yeah, obviously, roles change and whether I get minutes on any given night or, I might not get minutes, my role is going to stay the same and I'm going to try to be a good teammate and, help the team win in any possible way.
Yeah, same. I just rested, rested my mind, my body, spent time with family, spent time with friends, worked out, and yeah, you get to this point, you you appreciate some downtime, because the second half of this is going to be grueling. So for me, same thing, just making sure I'm showing up in ways that I'm consistent, that this team needs, being the leader that this team needs, and honestly, hit a shot. Like, if I'm being real, I probably haven't hit a shot since like June, so it'd be nice to hit a shot.
Well,
Thank
I
you, ladies.
noticed that, so you make every shot in my mind.
Okay. Can we go back to the box scores and have them put like 100% for them all the time? Because Kate.
Rafiq, go ahead.
Yeah, the next few games you're going to be taking on the Minnesota Lynx, who you guys really split up at this point. This is a question for both of you, by the way. I mean, what is the team looking to do to actually get the upper edge against the Minnesota Lynx for the rest of this week?
I mean, just attention to detail. Minnesota is a team that shares the ball really well. They're first in the league in assists. And they have, threats from every position. So making sure that we're locked in on the scout and making sure that we are paying attention to the details, because they are somebody that capitalizes on teams' mistakes. And so, yeah, that's really what it is. We know we have two games with them, but we only have one right now, and that's tomorrow. And so just making sure we take it quarter by quarter to hone in on what we need to be doing on the defensive side.
Okay. Good luck.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Oh, did you?
No.
Okay. Matthew?
Hi, ladies. I have two questions. The first one's for the both of you. With 14 games to go and where you guys stand in the standings, what do you guys feel like as a team are the things? I mean, obviously, Becky always talks about defense, but the specific X's and O's basketball things you guys need to focus on just to try to get going in the right foot as you get towards this playoff stretch.
Yeah, I mean, you said it, Becky said it, like defense is super important for us. We have to be able to hang our hat on that and, follow our schemes and follow the scout, follow the game plan every single game and take it quarter by quarter. I think once we lock that in, our offense comes a lot smoother. Our offense comes a lot easier whenever we can get defensive stops and, roll that into our offense. And so I think that's, really what's going to be super important for us for the next 14 games.
And then my second question for you, Alysha, I want to know how and I forget the name, so I apologize, your TV show where you do the cooking, how that sort of came to be and where your love for cooking came from that sort of developed that opportunity for you.
Yeah, so it's called Off Seasoning. And for me, like growing up, our family, like my parents both cooked growing up. And so that was just the norm for us. We had a family of 6. And so, when you have 4 kids, you got to get creative. And so, going through high school and college, my dad would teach me how to make little things because he said I'd have to survive on my own in college without him. And so that's kind of where like my love of cooking and food came from. And then just as I was playing overseas, learning how to make everything from scratch and just trying to find ways so I can be connected to home through food was where I think my passion of learning to cook and learning how to make different dishes really came from. So I'm super excited. I have the first 3 episodes filmed and just trying to work through the editing and all of that stuff to make sure it's perfect when I do get to drop it. But I'm super excited about it. It's been on my heart for a little while now, and so just to be able to see it on film and come to fruition is a dream come true.
Thank you.
Alex, if you have a couple questions, you've got a really rare opportunity here.
Hi, I just wanted to say thank you for all that you're doing for like the sport of women's basketball. It's truly inspiring. Okay, I wanted to ask you, like, who's your hero that has had the biggest impact on your life and journey so far?
Dang, that's a really good question. Honestly, I would say probably my sister. Oh my God, why am I getting emotional? My sister, she played college basketball as well, and she's just always been my rock, like just always had my back, and she just like taught me something that I always try to live by. And when I went through hard times in college in my beginning years, she always said, you know, people aren't going to remember the stats, they're not going to remember how many points you scored, but they're going to remember how you made them feel. And I think that's just so important. That's how she lived her life, lives her life. But it's also, you know, she's kind of like instilled that in me. And so like I've always been like, man, I want to be more like my sister, because I just think she's an amazing person. And she taught me so much about basketball. I'm better than her at basketball, by the way. But like life lessons and things like that, she's taught me so much. So probably my sister, Kennedy.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
All right, Alex, you got a chance for one more before we close it down for the day.
Okay, so what strengths do you believe that you have that make you a good athlete?
Me?
Yes.
Oh gosh. I think really mindset and work ethic. Honestly, like I just want to be the best. I want to, you know, give my 100% always. And I think to get to the top level, you really have to have that mindset. But like that's just the norm. Like once you get to this level, you realize like everybody's giving 100%, everybody's working their butts off, everybody has done something special to get to this point, because you don't just get here by just getting here and doing nothing. So you have to find little edges, like little separation factors. And so yeah, I think that's just really important as you get to this level. Is maybe it's watching extra film, maybe it's, you know, studying, you know, other players, you know, knowing the scout like the back of your hand, different things like that, or, you know, getting in extra conditioning when you can, or extra shots when you can. So I think just like my willingness to want to learn and want to always grow and be better has, I don't know, really brought me to this level, I would say.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everybody.